All right, so here's the situation. We've got this great hot tub, but the cover has gotten really messed up along the way. When we're in the tub, what we typically do is flip it over this way and then put it down here on the concrete. And what that ends up doing is really wrecking the edge here, and we're always having to pull it by this handle, and as you can see, that handle has pulled the seam out. So it is time to do something about this. We picked up a new hot tub cover, but we also don't want to be in this spot again. So I think we have a good solution. I've got this hot tub cover lifter. Here are the parts all laid out. It says a bathtub cover, but I think it's a hot tub cover. First thing to do is get this hot tub cover off. All right, well, this one looks beautiful. It is so clean. That other one had holes in it just from the tears and things. Water had gotten inside, so it's totally waterlogged. This one is about half the weight of the other. Now, this hot tub lifter drills into the side of your hot tub. So I just wanted to make sure that I was going to make sure I hit some structure. So I just wanted to see where that is. You'll just have to check it out on your hot tub to see what will hold it up. This is a pretty substantial side, so that maybe would do well enough. I'm going to make sure to get some screws into those, what look like to be 2x4s, which is the actual structure of the tub. Now, if you have screws coming in, then chances are those screws are going into something substantial. You're at least safe to kind of drill in the vicinity of the screw. But as you can see with mine before, there's a 2x4 that runs up here and there's a 2x4 that runs down there. That's primarily where I'm going to secure it on this one. Now I'm a little bit in a tight space for this one over here, but here's what we're going to try. This DeWalt piece, man, I'm really representing DeWalt. We got DeWalt here, and DeWalt here. But this will, you could be in tight corners where that will turn that and you're only that thick. All right, we have both of these mounted and they are ready to go. I'm going to wait to put the last screws in, just make sure I don't have to reposition this to minimize the amount of holes that I'm putting into the side of my hot tub. All right, we got it all on. That took me about an hour, and mostly just because I've never put it together before. I'm sure if I did it again, I would do it in half the time. But I wanted to mention one thing that I did that I think will work pretty well is I made sure to put the screws on the bottom, since this is the top where it's going to be touching the hot tub cover. Just could imagine over time, the fabric rubbing against that could wear a hole. So I made sure to put that on the bottom here, the bottom there, and the bottom on those two sets there as well. And then made sure to put these on the outside so that it's not rubbing on the inside there. One of the things that I wanted to show you is the cotter pin that goes into a few places here on this hot tub lifter. Basically, this pin goes through the slots here, and then there's a little slot at the end. And you pretty much need to have a needle nose plier, something like that. At least that's how I find it to be easiest to get it in. You just kind of get it lined up, and then you're just going to that first hump, and that will hold it secure. Now, the goal here is to get this to set in the middle of your hot tub cover. The design is this flips over, and then to bring that back down, and that's pretty smooth. That's pretty awesome. We've got a hot tub cover lifter. I will say all of this seems to be very quality material, very thick metal pieces. The pistons seem good. All the hardware is robust. I think this will last a really long time. You are drilling into your hot tub, and so that's something just to be aware of, something that you need to decide if that's what you want to do or not. But they're just going to be really small holes too. I don't think that anybody would notice, and it's probably quite possible to get those plugged in if ever you did swap it out for another style of hot tub cover lifter. If you don't want your hot tub cover to look like my old one did, then you're going to have to get a hot tub cover lifter. And this one's a really great option.